What's going on, everyone? The interview that you're about to watch or listen to is one I did with Dejuan Martin. Dejuan and I went to StFX together at the same time. He was a member of the football team, and I was a member of the basketball team. However, as you're about to find out, Dejuan's an up and coming rapper in Toronto, and he's not your typical SoundCloud just trying to make songs here and there. Dejuan's actually made a name for himself. So this is an interview that I personally enjoyed because even though he's no longer an athlete, he still carries a lot of the traits and values that he learned through football into his new pursuit and journey in the music industry. So really hope you like this. Please recommend this to one of your friends or family members because there's a lot of value that I think people of all kinds can learn from. So hope you enjoy. And just to kind of give you some background of like how I like to do this and how I've been doing it and whatever. Um, it's I the last thing I want these to be and come out as is an interview.
Yeah,
There's nothing I hate more than being like, oh, dude, like, so Dejuan, like, tell me like your story and how did that make you feel? I don't like that. I prefer it to be organic, and
yeah,
I'm not even worried. Sometimes, like most of the time, the people that I've done so far have been people I don't know. So there has to be a little bit of that kind of back and forth and be like, hi, my name is, and how are you doing? Da, 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 da. But
yeah.
I've been looking forward to this one because I'm like, okay, I know Dejuan, I know his story. We went to X together. Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
following
super
whatever,
dope.
So
Yeah,
this one's going to be a lot easier. What
yeah.
what have you been doing in Toronto? You're
Uh,
in Toronto, right?
Shit. Yeah. In Toronto. Yeah, yo, just making music. Doing push-ups. I'm honest, 200 push-ups a day thing right now.
Hey,
Got my shoulder fucked up a little bit, but
okay.
yeah, bro, just doing that. Like the virus is crazy, but like, just still trying to, do what I can so that when it's done, I'm like ahead of the curve almost.
Have
Yeah.
have you found that like this is a blessing in disguise for you because now you have all this time to pour into your craft, or nothing's changed for you?
No, so no, honestly, like, yeah, it's definitely a blessing in disguise. Cause like, prior to this, bro, like, I would not take like the gym like as serious as I should be. Like, like playing
Mm,
football or playing ball, like, bro, like, training is super hectic. Like you're lit,
for
like you're
sure.
in there. But then, I stopped playing football, whatever. So then, like, fitness kind of took like a back burner, focus on
Yeah,
music. But then I'm like, I wasn't trying to let like my body go, bro. I'm like,
of course, of
nah, like,
course.
nah. So, I had to get back into, well, quote unquote gym, but doing push-ups and shit, like
Sure.
doing ab shit, just staying fit. So, yeah, I would say it's definitely good too. Like, I've been reading some books too, Celestine Prophecy. Um, that was by, fuck, I forgot who's it by, but Celestine Prophecy and The Way of the Superior Man.
Okay.
I read those books during quarantine. Yeah, just that and just, yeah, running
Bro,
always. So,
that's what I'm saying. Like, especially for me, kicking this back up, it's like, okay, now I have 100% of my time, and I can structure things the way I want, and it's just allowed me to do even more and more and more and more and more. I
yeah.
I don't know. It was either a story or a tweet you threw up was like, "Yo, I got like 240 tracks in the bank."
Yeah.
Like you're what?
Yeah.
You're just making music,
Yeah, bro, like, yeah, man, cause like honestly, like, yo, when it comes to this shit, like you really have to like stand out. And like the
right?
only way I feel like you can is through like consistency and
Yes.
quality and at like a rapid speed. Cause like the pace with like the internet is like, bro, like, we're battling with like, well, this I'm speaking like, pre like corona, but in like
Yes.
quote
Yes.
unquote
Yes. Yes.
proper times, it's like you got sports, you got like the
Mm,
girls on Instagram, like you got
mm,
other
mm.
artists, all this stuff that we're gonna be like, our attention is not gonna be where it should be. So it's like now you just gotta like dial in, bro.
Bro, I was the other night. I was like, I'm curious because you hear our guy, fucking Gary V out here preaching
Yeah,
content, preaching. I was like, okay, I want to see like who's the industry leader and how much content are they putting out. So I jumped on Bleacher Report, and bro, when I tell you I was scrolling, I kept going back. I wanted to see how much they put out for that day. Bro, they put out 10 different pieces in just one day. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I've been putting out a story a day now for like the past couple of weeks, and I feel like that's a lot. But then I look at the industry leader and they're putting out 10. Like, even if you go on Dejuan, or if you go on Fuck Jerry, or if you go on any of these meme accounts, bro, they're putting out consistently. So
Always.
so to hear you do that, like, and you just mentioned you're trying to get ahead of the curve for when this, like, for when the world starts back up. Why not use this time to build a library, right?
Exactly. And like, you know, it's crazy too, because like even before the virus last summer in 2019, that's when like we were just like, you know, in the basement, locked in, like recording a lot. And honestly, we were just doing it for fun. Like I had no plans of 2020 coronavirus, I'm gonna drop all this stuff. Like we were just like, you know, like honestly, like we fell in love with like the process, bro. Like, yo, like we're in here, we're getting sick. And you know, God behold, like it prepared us for right now. So it's fire.
When you say us, who's helping you? Who's been helping you with your music and stuff?
Yeah. So my boy Robin, me and him went to elementary school together. He's like one of my main producers. Him and She the Buddha. And my other boy Alex. We also went to So me and Alex went to high school together. He's like the video guy, engineer, takes photos as well. So he's like a Swiss Army knife. And I mentioned him. He's a producer, but he also does like the cover art for me and like some other some other small content. And then my other boy Spencer, who like I kind of met through Robin. He's kind of like he went to Western Ivy School of Business, so like, you know, he's a genius when it comes to like the branding and like the marketing and like, you know, that type of stuff. So
Bro, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's the team
Like you got a team, and you can tell like the stuff you're putting out there isn't just like, yo, click on my SoundCloud and like,
yeah.
I mean, like you're putting out you got cover art, you got fire videos, and then
Appreciate
basically
it,
that just allows you to like speak your truth and just put it on some music. Like
exactly.
I'm sitting here and I want to be selfish and be like, bro, like how, because right now with me and UndressTheJersey, it's just me. And
Yeah.
I'm doing all the graphic design, I'm doing all the posting, I'm grabbing all the stories, I'm doing,
Yeah.
and for right now to go back and me saying like more content, I'm like, holy shit, like I feel like I'm almost at the peak of like this is my biggest fear. Once the virus is over, I'm not going to have 8 hours to do what I need to do. And so like
hmm
basically what I'm getting at, I'm just curious of how you even got into the process of assembling a team. And then how do you
Yeah.
manage that?
So okay, so here's how it happened. So after the previous school I was at, I transferred to another one. I dropped out like the final semester of my senior year. Like I dropped out, I left because I'm like, yo, you only live once in this life. Okay, I know exactly what I want to do. Is this gonna help me get there? No. Okay, I'm leaving. Like everything else will take care of itself. So honestly, bro, like I took a risk, man. I came back home in January, cold, bus rides. Said, yo, okay, I'm doing this. You know what the hell am I gonna do, right? So at first, I was doing stuff on my own as well. Like I would go link studios, you know, by where I live and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then like one day, Robin just seen that I was back home like making music. And mind you, so me and Robin went to elementary school together, but he also went to my high school. So like he seen me from like I think he moved to my school in like grade 3 or 4. So he seen me from then all the way till the end of grade 11. Then in grade 12, I went to Pennsylvania. So he knows me, you know what I'm saying? So he hit me up, and then I went there. and like we just, you know, reconnected. Like the bond was there because like again, like I've been knowing him, so and like we just bonded again through music, and like we were both super passionate about it. Like we really share that passion, so I found that it worked. And then my boy Alex too, he went to school for engineering, so he's super passionate about it as well. In high school, he played he was in the band with Robin, so it's all kind of like
Right.
intermingled, bro. So I would honestly say though too, but it's just like I don't want to say like I want to say like the universe, like God, but really just taking a risk, bro. I said, yo, fam, fuck it, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how. I don't know who, but I'm doing it. And then, bro, lo and behold, like it kind of like the steps just it appeared like in front of me, bro. So like, yeah, and even I posted a quote the other day, like Nipsey Hussle. He was like, I forget what it said. I'm gonna paraphrase, but basically it was like along the lines of, you know, take the risk, you follow the path, and the steps is gonna unfold, but you gotta move to find them. So that's kind of the approach that I take.
Well, it's paying off too, because my man just passed what a milli on Spotify.
Who?
A million streams.
Oh, no. I don't think about a million streams yet. Still, nah.
I swear you posted something the other day was saying a million something. Maybe it was 100,000.
No. So
clarify that for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna clarify. So yo, I have a song called First Million. My song name is called First Million. Yeah, I don't have a million streams yet. I think I'm close though, because I dropped like 20 songs. Like if I were to, you know, go and like, you know, add it up, I think I'm near. Honestly, I'm not really sure, but yeah, I don't have a million yet, but it's coming though for sure.
Well, inevitably it's on the way, because like you said, you have to find a way to differentiate yourself. And for one, the music's going to play out. Like, bro, you're a storyteller. That's what I'm saying. When I was doing that episode of Undress the Stories, I was like, man, like tell the people listening, like, explain this whole J. Cole vibe you're going for, bro, because I know your comments, everyone's like, yo, bro, you're looking like J. Cole. Like, your music reminds me of him. Like, is he an inspiration for you or what?
100%, yo. But it's like too, so yeah, here's kind of like, you know what I want to say about that. Like, even before I was making any type of music, I was bumping J. Cole. Like, super fan of Cole, like 100%. Like,
bro, he might be my number one for sure. For like, I'm being serious.
Word, yeah, bro. He's top 1, 2, 3 for me. Like, he's definitely one of my favorites, bro. I have his album flipping right there, bro. For Your Eyes Only, alongside the Lil Wayne album. Like, it's serious, bro. But yeah, like, yo, so you know when they say I'm like Cole, it's like, okay, yes, I appreciate it. Yes, he's the inspiration. Yes, he's a legend. And you know, being compared to someone like that is obviously humbling, because like I'm just starting now. So, you know, I'm grateful for that. However, though, at the same time, it's like I'm Dejuan. I have my own story. I've been through my own thing. I'm not the same person as Cole. We're in two different eras. Like you know, I get why they have like the inspiration and stuff, but I'm me at the end of the day. It's Wander on my shirt. You know what I'm saying? So,
it just goes back to that classic line in Coach Carter with what's the guy's name? Something. Oh,
he's run the sprints.
Ty Crane, and it's the beginning of Coach Carter, and he dunks on the guy in the post game interview. He goes like, so how's it feel to be named the next LeBron James? He goes, LeBron James. I'm the only Ty Crane.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Bro, it's the same thing. So when it's humbling and it's like appreciative and it's like, man, like I'm thankful that people see the resemblance, but at the end of the day, you're your own person and you're trying to make your own path. Like, you're not trying to piggyback off Cole, right?
No, but in the same breath, that's not to say not to study the greats. You know, like, don't get it misconstrued. Like, you still have to study and like, you know, like, see their stories, their journeys, you know, what they did right, wrong, so that you can apply to yourself. But like, no, I'm not trying to be the next Cole. I'm the first one, you know?
how do you study someone's music? Because you can see how people study other people's games. Like Kobe studied MJ's game, and you could see the
Yeah,
resemblance.
yeah.
How do you, as an artist, like study someone's music?
Yo, honestly, man, I'll tell you, even like but even before I made music, I was already doing it. So, I was already like I was doing it subconsciously, cause like yo, I remember going to like Rap Genius for like the lyrics, and like I
Genius,
did,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, Rap Genius. It's a lyric site, and then I'd go there, and I'd like play a song, and then I'd like rap like the whole track, like I'm reading the lyrics. Then over time, like you do it so much, you kind of like that it's kind of like embedded in how you do it, but then you got to find your own sound with it. That's why like you can't study one person. You got to study three, four, five.
Mm.
Then they're all gonna, influence you. That's gonna carve you. So, but like besides that too, also like just like beat selection, um, like content. Me, I like to write about like a lot of stuff that like I've been through because like I know it best. Um, so like that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else right now, but those are a few ways.
Well, at the end of the day, you need, if you don't stay true to yourself, like you're just gonna get exposed, and it's not gonna
Yeah.
be as genuine. Like I think for me in starting up this platform is, if I didn't start it for the reasons that I did, and say I just started it because I want to be the next Bleacher Report, or I want to be the next whatever, it's going to fizzle out, and people are going to be like, yo, like why am I listening to your stuff when there is a Bleacher Report that's already established? And so by you starting something and doing something for who you are, it's no one else is you. So no one else is going to have the personality, and no one else is going to have the meaning behind it, and no one else is going to have the story.
Exactly.
That's why someone may choose to listen to your music over J. Cole, because you have a different perspective. You grew up in a different country. You had different friends.
Hmm.
That's important, right?
Yeah, yeah, and yo, I always love to say, like, bro, this right here is like, bro, I love this like line. I don't know where I heard it. I'm not sure if I coined it, but it's like the superpower that we all have as humans is that you are you. Like you are T Ross. Like there's no other T Ross that could fill the void and like the blessings and the gifts that T Ross has, because there's only one T Ross. So when you are you to the best, or me or whoever, that's it, bro. That's your power right there. So yeah.
Superpower. Fuck that. Hey, just know that that's about to be a big time quote from this interview.
I'm
Um,
sure.
let's I just want to touch on like your story a little more.
Yeah.
Um, my goal for these recordings isn't to have like a 2 hour recording. Like the other ones have been 40 minutes, and it's perfect because it's concise. Like I already have enough, like we already touched on so much that I could like hang up this phone call and be like, yo, walk out of here and be like, let's go, that's fire.
Yeah.
I just want I we touched on I just want to touch
Yeah.
on
No rush, brother, fam.
um
Kick up, fam.
what I wanted to do was read the story that you wrote on your,
Yeah,
or
yeah. When we
as
did that,
Undress the Jersey. Like
yeah,
let's run it all the way back.
yeah,
I know I already did it, but I think it would be cool because you're on the line, just to like, I want to get, because what I did when after I read it, I was like, man, I remember reading this for the first time. I was on the bus and I was like, Dejuan sent me this, and then I sent you back. I was like, yo, that's fire. Like I remember the moment I did it.
yeah.
I almost want to hear
Yo,
your,
you wanna
like
know
where,
some? Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, bro, so like the crazy thing about that, bro. Yo, I was in Halifax when like you hit me up. I can't remember why I was there, cause like obviously like we went to school in the niche, but for one weekend I was in Hali with like Meech. I remember being at Meech's crib on like the couch, and like you sent me that. I'm like, yeah, fam, of course. I sent it back, and then yeah, bro, it's crazy. I remember that. It's tough.
You know what I mean? Like that, and you were kind of the first story where I read and I was like, okay, these are the kind of stories I want, or that I want to put a spotlight on, because not to say other stories aren't as good and not other stories aren't as powerful, because you can argue that every story, just like the conversation we just had, is that no matter, like, everyone's different, and without that
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the
Yeah,
same.
for
But
sure.
you literally took us to a specific moment in time where I think a lot of athletes struggle with trying to encompass their entire career,
Mhm.
from the time they were born and the time they first picked up a football to where they are now. And it's like most professionals, like professional authors or celebrities, can't even do that well in a book that they
Mhm.
put out a biography. So maybe it's the way that I'm explaining it, and maybe I have to do it a little bit better. But the way you took it to a specific moment, like, I get excited over the stories that you were just like, bro, it's crazy. I was on the couch. I was at Meech's place. His dogs were running around. He was cooking
Yeah,
up a fire
yeah,
meal. We were watching football. That
yeah.
stuff, that is the kind of stuff that's never highlighted. Um, or like the story, I remember me in high school, we were going away for a home away game. Bro, we get to the high school, the away team's gym, in the locker room getting ready, and I'm like, holy shit, I forgot my shoes.
I know. So
I forgot my ball shoes, and luckily we traveled with the JV team. The JV team would play first, we would play second. So I ended up having to wear a JV player's shoes that were a
shoot,
size too small. But
damn.
like, those are stories I never told that before. One, because it's
Yeah,
embarrassing. Like, how do you tell your coach, "Hey, coach, I forgot my shoes"?
I
Like,
know.
you know what I mean?
Like
But
what?
like those are the stories that I would never have told, and like, it's exciting. So I just want to thank you for, like, for doing that. Let me
Yeah,
let
for
me just
sure,
read it
man.
off here quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
So you said, I remember the play like it was yesterday. During my sophomore year of high school, I caught a screen pass and took it 70 yards before being tackled, completely shattering my humerus bone. At this point in time, I was approximately 145 pounds and not friends with the weight room. Instead of wallowing in self pity, I used this as motivation to become a better player. But more importantly, this taught me about myself and what it means to be persevering. I love football because I've learned so many things about life and myself. The road to success is not a straight path, and you should take everything as a learning experience and an opportunity to grow. I don't know where I'd be without the game, so for that, I'm forever grateful.
Mm.
Dive into that. like like
Yeah. So
like
yeah, yeah, and
replay that moment.
yeah, and yo, and like it's crazy. Like looking back when I read that, cause that was like what, like 3 years ago,
That was 2017. Yeah.
3 years ago. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that moment, man. Yeah, bro, that was high school, Asian Core Collegiate, playing football, man, grade 10. Um, those times I was just super fast, bro. Like no weight training, like arms looking like noodles, like like you know what I'm saying? So whatever. I catch a screen pass and I'm thinking I'm gone. So I catch it, I turn the corner, yo, I'm gone, I'm gone. The safety, he's probably like 6 foot, like a buck 80, takes the angle, right? So like the angle he goes there, going there. So yo, I'm running, I'm thinking I'm gone. I see the safety coming, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pass him.
mm.
Running, hits me, I fall down. I'm like, okay, but bro, you get tackled, bro. You fix yourself, you get up, bro. I tried to get up, I couldn't get up. I was like, what the heck, yo? My arm was just there, but take this in. Craziest part about it, my dad is right there, like I'm on the field. He's like right there, like on like the track or like the sideline or like the side. I get
Mm.
tackled right in front of him. He comes over. He's like, yeah, do I, your arm's broken. I'm like, oh, so like, fuck, like, I start freaking out and shit. Um, yeah, bro. Then after that, the ambulance came onto the field, like they threw me in the back, went straight to the hospital. Mom came, oh, you okay, But yeah, that was a crazy time, man.
That's a story. Like I knock on wood every day, and that I never broke a bone or really got seriously injured ever in my career. I mean, I had a
Whole
sprained
sports
ankle
career.
or something, but like, yeah, no, I've been lucky. I've been
That's a
lucky. So
blessing.
I never experienced something like that, because especially from that's a huge theme that I get is injuries, and how that plays on you mentally. Fast forward to today, what have you learned from your football career now that you're trying to pursue an entirely different thing?
Well, like, so, number one, like, above all, is like, bro, life is business. Life is business, bro. You go outside, you're either spending money or you're making money. Literally. Life is a system, bro. Like you go to work, you have a system. You follow the system, you get paid. Or you could just create your own system. Because if you don't, you're gonna be a slave to their system for God knows how long. Because they want you to go to school. They want you to go to school. They want you to get a job. They want you to work for 40 years. They want you to retire and then, enjoy the last however, long of your life, right? And I see that happen because I see my mom go to school. She, had me young, still got her, degree from York U. So shout out to my mom. And, what she went to school for, she don't even have a job in. My grandma, same thing. She worked. Now she's on the pension. Yeah, like, the money is there, but is it enough? No. So, you have to find another way, bro. So life is business for sure. Like, they're going to, especially in, like, bro, like, the NCAA, like, what do you call it? Not so much like the U Sports, obviously, it's different. But, like, just in terms of, I'm so happy now that athletes, I think in 2021 now, I don't know if you've seen, but, like, they're going to be able to get paid off their likeliness and, like, things like that, which, like, they should be, bro. So, like, yeah, I just learned, like, life is business. And just, like, just, like, all, like, the hard working skills that you learn in football or in any sport is transferable, bro. Like, the hard work, the dedication, consistency, grit, just hunger, just everything, bro. Like, you can just take that same force, that same grind, and just apply to anything, whether it's business, whether it's like your family life at home, bro. Even like, look at Kobe Bryant, bro. R.I.P. Like, rest his soul, bro. This guy, bro. Like, they said he would fly in L.A. because he didn't want to miss that family time with his daughter, and he wanted to, like, be on time, so he'd fly instead of, taking the road. Like, bro, that's an assassin. Even, like, he was so sick in, like, the NBA. Then after he moved on to, he had, like, he was such a sick person. Like, after he had, like, the studios, the Granity Studios, he had the Detail on ESPN. What do you call it? Breaking down, like, sports or basketball plays and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's crazy, man.
He was so creative, and then from the skills that he learned about trying to be the best, he applied that to his creativity. Look at Will Smith. The guy doesn't stop. Why? Like, what reason does he not have to just chill with his family and sit on his money? But no, he continues to do more. I was having this conversation with a friend last night, and my little cousin who's just graduated high school, he's like, man, like, I'm so skinny. Like, how do I put on muscle? Like, I want to start working out. What should I do? What should I be eating? Yeah. And 2 weeks flies by, and I said, and you could just tell he's discouraged. He's like, man, like, I can't even lift this much. My bench press, nothing's happening. I look at him. I'm talking to him like, buddy, it's 2 weeks. You're not going to see nothing happen in 2 weeks. Talk to me in 2 months, and I promise you're going to see a difference. But here's the reality check for you. Look at me, and you're saying you want to kind of look like me, and you want to get to where I am. This is 8 years in the making. I've been working out for 8 years, and this is all I have. Like, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
For you to get discouraged after 2 weeks. No. Shut up after and talk to me after 8 years, and then you'll be where you want to be. That's taking the same approach in weightlifting, as running, as sports. What you're learning is almost a certain amount of patience that goes in to something that you want to get better at.
Exactly.
And so that's something I learned from sports. That's something you learn from sports. But this was the key thing that I grasped from the conversation last night was sports. It's very easy to understand that because I've played sports my entire life and it's something that I worked at every day. Now that I'm starting something new, the reason that I'm struggling with that idea and understanding that it's going to take time is because I'm starting something new. So like the best way for me to kind of describe it is, you played sports. Sports is something you always knew. That was something you did, and it was never a shift in your focus.
Yeah.
As soon as you start something new, it's very easy to get discouraged and forget how long it took you to improve in something else. So I'm experiencing it with this. I'm sure you may be experiencing it a little bit with music.
100%.
Or are you? Talk to me about that.
Yeah.
The whole patience.
Yeah. No. Yo, bro. Like patience is key. Like, bro. So last year I didn't even drop. So my initial plan was I didn't drop any music, like songs, quote unquote. So I just dropped content, me rapping, seeing if people are even gonna, mess with, what I have to say.
Smart.
So that way, so that way I could see if I, would be able to, build a fan base off this. So I did that, and I didn't get fans off the first, second, third, fourth video. I literally just kept going, bro. Like literally every week, video. Even now, video. Why? Because I'm not where I want to be. And two, I know we live in attention economy, so you got to be in people's face, So, yeah, fam. I forgot the question.
It comes down at the end of the day. It comes down to patience, and
Oh yeah, exactly.
By you not stopping after four things, you're just video.
Yeah.
This is the hard part though. That's gonna eventually happen. You're gonna do that for 2 years, and you're gonna be like, bro, like I've been doing this. How come it's not popping off? I just need to think back to the weight room. Like I said, 8 years, and I'm only here.
Yeah.
In my head, I still have so much more to get and grow and look better and whatever in the weight room.
Yeah.
And it's been 8 years. So but it's 2 years is a long time. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yes and no. Cause yo, fam, you could grind for, 2 years, and then the next day on January 2nd or 1st, bro, your life changes. Like that. Like, bro. So me, fam, it's like, yo, I know life. I think I know what, life is about, doing what you love, having purpose, this, that, and the third. I'm able and I'm willing to sacrifice 3, 4, 5, 2, 7, 6, 8 years to get where I want to be, because I believe in my talent. I believe in my work ethic. I believe in my team. I believe in the universe. I believe in God. I believe if you align your actions and your thoughts with your mind, and you work and you stay patient, universal law, bro, it has to come true. like yo, you're doing everything.
I'm a believer in that, and to hear someone like you who's literally taken that risk and said, all right, F this, F the way things are supposed to be. I want to do something. I'm going to go all in. It's just really inspirational to hear that from someone who's actually living it. Right.
Appreciate it, fam.
What's you said where you want to be. What's the end goal for Dejuan?
Yo, man, well, I have a lot of stuff I want to do, but I'm definitely gonna retire my mom for sure. Retire my mom, retire like my pops, take care of my family. That's number one, bro. That's number one. Bro, we're here to live. You have a chance to really change the future, generation, bro. My kids, my kids' kids, my kids' kids. Bro, we literally have the chance to do that. So I'm all for that. It's going to be great, fam. I feel like, I don't know, bro. I bro, to me, say, bro, you live once, fam. So yo, you gotta find what you love and do that shit and turn it into like a profit, because it's so possible. There's so many examples. We live in, it's 2020, bro. Like there's so much opportunity. Like you gotta go do it. Like I get fired up just talking about it, bro.
100%. Trust, because it's exciting. It's exciting that you can see that you're on the path to something, and even though you're aware that there's many things that could go wrong or it may not happen, the end fact, the sole fact that you know it's possible, it's an exciting feeling. So go all out.
It is.
And like I said, I'm excited to follow your journey, and like
Hell yeah,
like
man.
I have a bunch of friends that, hey man, like, you know, I like rapping or listen to this SoundCloud link and and I listen to it to support them. But you're genuinely someone that, if I didn't even know you, I'm bumping your music. Like I hopped on your live the other night and I was like, I totally forgot who I was listening to. I was like, geez, like I'm bumping this in the background. So what's tell us what's coming next? Do you have any music drop in? Where can people find you? Where can people listen to your music?
Yeah. So since the second week of January, I've been dropping a song a week. So this week is the 20th week. The newest track that's dropping, tonight actually, is called Chances Make Champions. And yeah, so like for the whole year, I'm just, I'm dropping one song a week, and just going crazy. Like in the vault, got so much music, man. Like that summer we went to overdrive and we're still recording now. So just a lot more music coming. Where you could find the music is just my first name. So my artist name is my first name, Dejuan, Dejuan. Instagram, Dejuan J Martin. Twitter, the same thing, except the Martin has two N's. And on YouTube, you just type in Dejuan. I'm pretty sure I'm the first thing that pops up. So yeah, you can holler at me there.
Yes, sir. Okay. Hey, that wraps up everything that I had, man. There's a ton to unpack through this, and I'm beyond excited to go through it again, because it's something that like I said, selfishly, I'm sitting here picking your brain as someone who's going off and doing something that they want to do, right? Do you have anything else you wanna drop?
Yeah. No, fam. I was gonna say you, bro. Like even like, knowing you at X, it's like, and I seen, bro, because like obviously you had like Undress the Jersey first. Now it's called Story. Undress the Stories.
So that's just like a side thing that's allowing me to kind of create more content off the original
and branch out. Exactly, bro. So yeah, like, bro, I remember seeing it. Like, yo, like, this is fucking dope. Like, I fought with T. Ross. Like, I remember because, like, I play football. You play ball at X, but like small town. Like, we're both athletes. Like, I come to the games, see you hitting shots. Wet shoot it. Say, like, yeah, I fought with bro. And just say, yeah, bro. Like, this shit's dope, bro. Like, I seen like, like all like the other stories you have in the past, other athletes reading those. Just want to say, like, keep going, bro. I fuck with it. Family. It's love, bro.
I appreciate the support.
Fam, you already know, brother.
All right. All love.
Take care, broski. Love.
All right. Appreciate it.
So that's the interview with Dejuan. I really hope you liked it. Thank you so much for clicking on it and making it this far all the way to the end. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think and who you would like to see next. That's Tristan. I'm signing out.